Hello folks, well here's a little update in old Team China. Got this taken off. You can see where I fixed it before. I owned a plastic welder. Man, I absolutely love this plastic welder that I've got. It's been doing a good job. I'll go grab my other fender flare that I fixed last night. But yeah, anyways, this thing, the way I set this up, you can see I gave it a bit of a lift kit there, just to get it up a little bit higher when I mounted this bumper, because I gave the hood a 2-inch lift as well. I wanted that clearance between the tires and the fenders. I didn't want that stuffed look, you know, and plus just I wanted the bumper higher just for everything, you know. I know it's only 2 inches, but it all adds up. And so when I built this thing, like, I had to kind of custom build everything, because this radiator was for a 660 Rhino, and I'm wondering if the 700 Rhino rad would have worked. I'm not sure, because these things are mostly a 660, but there are a few things that are like the 700. But anyway, I made it all fit. I just used, this was the piece that I had before, this honeycomb grill or whatever. It's just plastic, but it's pretty thick, pretty sturdy. And I can already see that my radiator is kind of plugged at the bottom corners, and I noticed it's not overheating at all, but I just noticed that the fan ran more than it used to, so that's for sure what that is. So I'll be cleaning that out. And I could have left this off, you know, like I could have just went with that look and put a screen here or something, but I like my bushwhacking, you all know that. And this thing just gives it another layer of protection, like just one less spot for a stick to go through. And the other big thing is just the mud. Like I can't believe, for as much mud as I've been in, how clean it's been. But it has to go through that. Then it has to go through that, you know, to get to the radiator. So that's partly why it stays so clean, you know. Years ago when I used to stock car race, I had like a fireplace screen that hung in front of my radiator, and it was braced at the top but not at the bottom, and so it would just flop around. And I could even do that here, but I mean, this thing's working great. But anyways, and it used to flop around, so when that mud would dry, it would just shake itself loose, and then you always still had that airflow, but yet it kept the radiator fins from plugging up, which is the big thing, because the air can still get around the sides and underneath, right? But anyway, and I got to pull this winch apart. I see this is broken here. I don't like that. See what I can do. I don't know if it should be rebuildable. It still works, but it slips and stuff, so there's something going on inside. This thing's never been rebuilt. It's a 2012 or 2013 or something, 4,500 Warren winch. So yeah, I got to do that. I got to fix old Humpty Dumpty's hood. Look at the original paint. It was originally camo, and then they painted it white just from the factory, you know. It's just garbage plastic. Look at it the wrong way and it'll break. But anyway, we're going to beef it all up. I've got these pieces somewhere in a box in the shop. So I'm going to plastic weld all this. This is going to definitely take some time, but I have faith in that plastic welder there. It works pretty good. Painted those pieces up already last night, and then I did the dash last night. It turned out really good. I was going to remove the dash, and then I just decided to tape it off and paint it that way. Rolled cage is looking good, really good. It's crazy just for a spray can how well it turns out. Like this, it's such a nice durable finish. Yeah, and so the sides are done. I don't know. This is that Raptor liner. I clear coated it as well. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. If I could have used the same stuff that I used on here, this Easy liner that's made in Canada, but if they had it in white, I'm sure I'd be in love. I'm gonna write the company and just see if they do even offer that in white, and if not, if they could, because man, that sure would be nice. This stuff just lays on so smooth, and like it makes the plastic look like brand new. Like my dash, I mean, it was brutal. It was like the front bumper here. It was way more faded than that. And yeah, it looks really good now. I did the console. So today I'm gonna fix this up with the plastic welder. I'm going to paint these pieces up, and I gotta pull out all my skid plates, and I gotta fix these once and for all. I'm gonna put an extra little bracing in there, because I don't want anything coming through there, like for a stick that can kill me, you know. So anyways, there's the taillights. They didn't turn out that awesome. This stuff, I'm not a big fan of this Raptor liner. I don't know what's going on there. This this some kind of overspray? It shouldn't have been, but oops, sorry. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's just for Team China, but the taillights look a lot better than they were, but they're still not awesome. And then at night, they kind of look pink now, you know, they're not real red, so I'll probably just end up maybe buying a set, or we'll see. It's like I said, it's just Team China, folks. She's not going to a beauty pageant. Into these flares up. This side I didn't put clear coat on, but this side I did. It's all dirty now just because it's snowed a couple of times, but yeah, I don't know, it looks okay with the clear. I don't know, what do you think? Should I go with clear or just the flat black? We'll see. I did that one side. Don't know if I'll do the rest. Box looks really good. It's all dirty again, but it's good and durable now. I did both sides, had it right off. This is the other piece that goes over on the dash. It's going to get all painted white there, so a little sanding, and it's going to get painted today. And yeah, I'm running out of days that I can paint outside. It's a nice day again today, so. And I tried a little spot of clear coat on the Fargo. It's going to look good, I think. It's hard to tell in the camera, but you can kind of see the difference between the two. So yeah, old Fargo's just getting clear coated. I'm literally smiling right now. Every time I walk around this stupid truck, I'm smiling. I just freaking love it. I just taped my gauges up. I was too lazy to pull them all out, but they're fine. They'll be fine. Oh, and I took the gauge. I took the gauge in the house. It's all faded. I don't know if I can do something with the glass. If anybody's got any tricks on the glass, that yellow fading, I heard about off. In fact, I tried it on some lights. I didn't have a whole lot of success. Maybe there's something else I can do there. Who knows? Maybe I can cut a new piece of plexiglass or something. But I got to put a chain on here too. I don't know if that'll get done, but I just so it just holds open like that instead of just falling straight down, you know. Yeah, amazed how crappy it looked before and how good it looks now with that box liner spray. And it's super durable too. Like, it's hard to scratch up. And hopefully today I'll get to paint this part of the roll cage, and then I can go and put the top of my roll cage back on. It's just going to get sanded up quickly, and I don't go crazy. This stuff is so good. Like, it took 3 years just for a little piece of rust to barely, and that was where it wore through. It took 3 years for it to wear through in the box, so I'm not worried about it here. I'll sand it up as good as I can. Yeah, and then I got some mechanical repairs. It's got to get my steering rack, the new American Star Racing tie rods I got to put on. I got a third nut that I'll be putting in there just to make this even a little stronger. I like to put the double nut on there just to make it, you know, because sometimes you're hitting stumps and roots and that, and just instead of it snapping there, it gives it some more strength. And so I think I have one more nut each. I'll put them on there, so then I'll have 3 nuts. Yeah, and what else do we gotta do? Oh, I gotta change the brake fluid. It's gonna get some new brake fluid. You can see it's kind of ugly looking, so that's gonna get that should be nice and clear, and it makes a huge difference. This goes for any vehicles, cars, trucks, anything old. Flush your brake fluid. Like, you gotta flush it. You can't just like bleed them. You literally have to keep pumping the pedal until that's clear, and you do that on all your master cylinders. You'll see it makes a huge difference in braking. Yeah. And then I'd put these in before. That's a USB port. That's got 2 USB ports. So I'm going to wire that in. I have some other switches that are going to go in right beside there for rocker switches, but they'll go in later. I'm just trying to beat the snow, because it's coming. It's coming soon. Then I got to rejet it because I opened up this intake here, so it's got a lot more air than it used to. So it's actually running lean on the top end now. So old Team China is going to have a little more jam than it had before. It already went pretty good before, but yeah, have some more power. So I'm going to have to add more fuel. Oh, and I have new lights for it. All brand new lights. Not these pieces, but this part here. And they look slightly different. They actually look bigger, so I'm going to have to cut these bigger, you know. I'm not a big fan of them. I kind of would have liked to just go with round LED lights, not just for the look, but just because they'd be better lights. But anyways, I just ended up buying the other ones. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I do have LED bulbs for the lights here. And then these are just like kind of like clearance lights, so I'm probably going to wire them to a separate switch. Just, it's nice to have the clearance lights when you're on a night ride and you stop out in the bush. You just put your clearance lights on, and then you got some light, because it's pitch black out there usually, you know. So yeah. So there we go. There's the old update on Team China, and I'm sure I'll have some kind of adventure up here shortly. I've got Way Back Wednesday series that I'm way behind on. I might put one up. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll get some of those up. Maybe some shorts. I found a whole bunch of old videos of Chevelle and I from about 10 or 11 years ago, so I wanted to throw them up, and it was pretty cool to see. Chevelle's like 10 years old, 10 and a half years old, running around like, you know, most dogs at 10, they're going to the grave, right? No. Chevelle, she was like full steam ahead. It was like she was a 3-year-old pup, you know. She was just such a machine, that dog, until she hurt her until she hurt her back leg there. So anyways, I'll put those videos up and keep you entertained for a while. Okay, folks, have a good one. Look at this thing. It reminds me of Smokey and the Bandit, where they got the car with the roof ripped off the doors. Junior, put the evidence in the car.
Put the evidence in the car. I gotta barbecue your assy molasses. Put the evidence in the back.
Oh man, that's hilarious, that movie.